Hello, Super Nerd friends. It is Wednesday, my day, in fact, and I was, it's not, really interesting, more like mini show and tell, but I was really, impressed by Alexis, your new headset, so I wanted to show you mine and how very sad they are. But yeah, I got them, I don't know, in college sometimes, so I got like the cheapest one imaginable, but, so that's that. But Alexis, yay. Date, Nick, yay. Not yay, getting lost a lot on the way to your choral carol thing. But yay, getting there and stuff. And yay, InstaFriend, that's really cool. I have never really had that, I guess, especially not like with a guy. Like I think I kind of had it with that first conversation I had with you, Alexis. But I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of different definitions of like instant, but I don't know. Definitely not with a guy. But I miss. It made me kind of jealous because I miss having like just intellectual conversations in real life and not like on the phone just. But I don't know that it loses some amount of. I don't know, something organic in it. It's kind of hard to get a good back and forth when it's on the phone, I think. But yeah. But Becky, I was laughing a little bit at your going out in the world. The first one that I did, it was like out and about when I was back at Wazoo. It was funny just because I remember one of you saying that it was neat, but it was kind of horrible because I was so embarrassed, and it was like, oh, that's too bad. And it's great because now when you guys do it, it's like, oh wait, this is embarrassing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is a little embarrassing. Although yours was slightly more terrifying, a la kind of I don't know, like one of those movies about witches out in the woods that are all done on handheld cameras that I forget the names of. Blair Witch, that's it. Oh my gosh, I've been trying to think of that for minutes before I made this video, and it just came to me. Just, I don't know, creative juices flowing. But mine wasn't that terrifying because I knew where I was going, and you didn't all the time. That was too bad. But anyway, Becky mentioned Life of Pi, and I decided that was going to be my book choice. I was thinking of another one, but I don't know. I was trying to look for a copy that we could share. I was having trouble finding the other one, I think, or I don't know. I was having trouble finding something. Anyway, but I really like Life of Pi. I think it's definitely one of my favorite books, but also it's coming out as a movie this holiday season. I don't think this fall. I think it's probably later. But yeah, so it'll be kind of like perks in that way to have a movie to go along with it. But yeah, lots of Hailey things in that book. Like there's, I don't know, just a ton of things that are very near and dear to my heart. Like zoology, a ton of animal things, and it's a kind of survival genre which you either come to love or at least grudgingly respect in this state where I am from and went to school, because they make you read so much survival stories and fiction. It's ridiculous. I don't know, like they're sort of subtly trying to prepare you for the instance when you're going to get lost out in the wilderness without actually making you read survival manuals. But yeah, but there's also a lot about, I don't know, the importance of storytelling in relation to a couple different facets of life, which I find very interesting. It's kind of my a take on spirituality that I've really taken to heart. I think I read it for the first time in 6th grade, because I think it was published in 2001, so it would have been 6th grade. But yeah, so I don't know, just a lot of me in the book. But yeah, I was telling Becky this, and I think I said in a video, which I'm not sure because I never go back and watch them. But the book is really nice because it's I don't think it wasn't originally marketed as a young adult book. You could read it that way, and just because the protagonist is a young adult, but there's no romance subplot and it's just really wonderful. It's one of the things I really like about it. The movie's changing this, I think, if the commercials are anything to go by, but it's neither here nor there. My neck feels better after doing that. So, what's going on? Next week, well actually this week, I sent kind of a follow-up email. I emailed the, sort of the events director, program and events director at the local visitor center, which is like the closest the area has to like a museum for volunteer work, because volunteer work is like the new starter job, or, you know, internship, something like that. But, yeah, some of the grad school programs I'm looking into require you to have a year's worth of experience, not necessarily paid, but at least experience in a related sort of museum, archive kind of field. So I have an interview with the programs director for next Tuesday, and yeah, so I don't really know how long that's going to take, but she seems friendly in the emails. She hadn't gotten back to me for like weeks, and I'm like, so I'm just going to email you again, because maybe you were busy, but this is what I want to do. And she's like, oh, I'm so glad you emailed. I don't know why she suddenly semi-British. I'm so glad you emailed. I lost your info and I was trying to look for it. So yeah, so we set up a thing. Tonight is Wednesday. The presidential debates were tonight, and it was, the best part, I think, was when Mitt Romney swore to abolish the mediator's job and get him fired. That was probably the best part. He was the guy giving the questions. He was really funny. It's like, you know, you have like these two like head honcho politicians. One of them's Mr. President, and they like to talk. So when you say things like, you're gonna have 2 minutes, but it's sort of like 2 minutes with it's like the end of a football or basketball game. So you have 2 minutes, but like an extra 30, 45 minutes of like timeout and, you know, planning time and talking time. So every now and then the camera would kind of pan back to his face and he'd be like, you know, like, oh, we're out of time, but you guys keep talking, but I can't tell you to shut up because then you just talk over me. And it was, yeah, I mean, the people themselves, the peoples, I don't know, I think they said everything they needed to say in the first 15 minutes, and everything after that was just repeating themselves over each other, which is kind of boring. But yeah, I don't know, politics, you know, it would be nice if there was some sort of perfect creature between a Democrat and a Republican that sort of was a nice human being, but also knew how to do policies and be a strong leader. And it's like, I don't know, I don't think there actually is a person that has all that, or a person who has all that and can get things done when they have to deal with other people, I guess. It's not really like the president's fault, but it's that they have to deal with the entirety of Washington and laws and such. But, you know, until we actually have a dictatorship, that's kind of how it has to be. But, what else? Becky, you're, I don't know, it's like, you know, late at night by the time I make these, but it made me want to go and do an outside walk-around thing again. We've finally, I think we've pretty much lost all our leaves, but, I don't know. It was nice looking at the trees and how they're all kind of still green, and it was a nice forest. Because we have trees here, but it's more like birch forest, you know, that northern kind of thing. I mean, it could be like a forest in Russia, for all you know. So maybe, I don't know, what will it be, Saturday? My Saturday video will be like a walk into Russia or Finland or something. I think the birch tree is the national tree of Finland. But anyway, that's really all I have to say. So, have a nice rest of the week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!